Hello everyone. So today in this design viewer system that we are working on, I'm going to show you how to add these details panels. When you click on it, the detail panel appears and here you have a next button. So if you click next button, details of the next section of the building appears. So this system can be applied to not just for designs, any kind of a design product that you want to showcase. So here if I switch to building B, now we get the panel for building B. You can access it like this, but if I want to go back, you can see again the panels are closed automatically. We just see the two buttons that we can use to show details again. So yeah, these are the things that we are going to work on today. And before we get started, this is the fourth part of this Unreal Design Weaver tutorial series I am doing. You can watch previous episodes that we build things up to the level that you see in this episode. So I'll leave the link to the full playlist in the description, and also as a reminder, you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects that I have done from my Patreon page. Once you become a member, you can download, access all the project files without any limit. So feel free to check it out. I'll leave the links in description. Alright, now let's get back to today's episode. Okay, so as of the last episode, this is what we have implemented. I can focus on buildings and we see a label that shows some information about the building, and if I press building B, I can focus on the other one and here appears details about that building, and we can switch in between like this. So the next step is, instead of this, I just need some button, and then when I click on that button, it should expand to show additional details. And then possibly having multiple different buttons for this focused area, so we can switch between detail panels, maybe clicking on buttons or maybe having next previous kind of buttons. Okay, right, so let's get started. First thing is, I want to open the UI and building info. This is the widget that I'm using. So here, as I said, I need to have a button. So I'm gonna wrap this building name with the button. And it doesn't have to be like this. I'll make it indent to the left and top. But I don't think we need. I think it would be better if this button is outside this border. So let me do this. Let me wrap this border with another vertical box here, and then move the button here. It should be on the top. Okay, and the border, it should be hidden by default. I'll just call it border and make it a variable, and by default it should be hidden. Okay, now let's see. Oh, this is what we get, but it's still visible. Let me check. What did I make? Oh, sorry, why it's not selected? This should be hidden by default, not visible. Yeah, now we have building B. So when I click on it, the details panel should appear. Okay, so first maybe let's style a bit. Background color I like black and a bit transparent. It still looks like a button. And then as I said, only when I click on it I need to see the border, this text and everything. So I'll just call it border. That's it. Get border, set visibility. So maybe I'll implement it as a toggle. That means get visibility, and if it is visible I'll make it invisible. If it is invisible I'll make it visible. If it is visible I'll hide it. Collapse, I'll make it visible. If it is hidden I'll make it visible. This is too hidden. Okay, now let's see. Click visible, click again, invisible. Okay, great. Right, now let's see what happens if we have a bit larger description. So here that's the Weaver building. Okay, this one. Right. Here let me copy a bit longer description, something like this. Oh, it's not good. This one should be wrapped, auto wrapped. The option to wrap, this one, auto wrap text. And also if I go to this building drop-in, you can see under widget how large this is going to be. So maybe I'll make it a bit longer, 400, and 300. Why it's not tab area? That's what went wrong. Well, actually it seems like even though if I leave it at 250 by 100, it appears all right. Okay? It's all good. Okay, now the next thing is I need to have two points for this building complex, this one and for this one. So to do that, here I'll name this building A1 and duplicate building A2, and I'll put the second one over here, and then select the Weaver pawn as the relevant buildings. I'll also assign A2 reference. So here now both says building A, building A. Building A1, A2. Right, now we have to click, you see details, click, you see details. You can adjust the placement of this text. So if you move around it, maybe you can keep the visibility of this building without current from the text. Okay, so next thing is I want to have a next button and a previous button here. So like this. Again, let's go here and button. Maybe let me just duplicate this button, add it under the vertical box. I'll add another horizontal box because two buttons going to be in the same line. So like this. Best. That's too big. It's fine. I'll call it P preview because previous button. And oh, let's just use this font, make it smaller. This P preview, duplicate P, next, and next. Oh no, this. Okay, let's add a smaller padding. This. Now here we have these two buttons. We can, they are not doing anything right now. So also in order to make that they are the buttons are active, we can do this. So select both buttons, maybe select this button as well, and on hovered I'll change this outline width to 2, so you can see some change because I'm using black, so hints are not. So here now you see some reaction, this. So that makes that's ensures or shows the buttons are active. Okay, so now what I want to do is if I press next, I need to open up this panel and close this panel. And similarly, if I press previous here, I want to close that panel and open this panel. Okay, so to connect that, let's try something like this. So here I'll add next building, and this should be in the type of PP building. At the moment I'm not really worried about scalability or anything. I just want to implement this in the simplest way possible. So I'm not going to do any interfaces, set up any blueprint interfaces or anything. Don't make sure things are properly implemented or not coupled much. Pre-building. Okay. Now in this widget also I'll add a custom event, open panel, and another one, close panel. So basically open panel should do is just make this panel visible, and close panel will make it hidden. Simple. Right, and then in the here, select previous button, on click. If I have a valid previous button, previous building, I'll convert this to a validated gate. Here I need to open the panel that is relevant for this building. So how do we do that? Here let's just add another custom event, focus. Yeah, let's just call focus. And on the widget, no, we don't have a reference to the widget. Okay, so we already do this casting. Okay, great. So that means we can, let's promote this to a variable. WBP building info. Okay, and here I need to set next building and set previous building. So here these should be updated as variables for this actor so that I can assign them in the world outliner. Okay, so now here as the next building I'll pick this one, and there is no previous building, so here as the previous building I'll pick this. Okay, now in the focus I will do this, get the building info. There should not be a space. Open panel. That's it. And here open, no, call focus, and also I'll call close panel on this widget itself. Okay, now let's see. Here A1, okay, nothing happens. Wait, did I assign an event? I did for previous, I didn't do for next. Same thing, same as here, focus and close panel. Okay, right, let's see. Yeah, so now we switch to the other building and switch to the next building. Okay, great. If I press here again, it goes away. and we can go to building B. Well, here we don't have previous or next, so maybe if we don't have previous buildings or next buildings, we should hide the button. But that's, yeah, we can just do that. Maybe let's simply try this. No, it's valid. Okay. We next set visibility. Using this. If it is true, visible, false, hidden. And we can do the same thing for previous button. Just duplicate this. And replace with previous building. This replace with previous button. I can't. Okay. Now let's see. Yeah, previous is not there. Okay, here next is not there. Okay, great. And well, that's all I want to do. One more thing, what if I hit collapse instead of hit? I think that should push the button to the edge. Yeah, see, it's here now. That's better. Okay, okay. One more thing. Put it over. Over. Yeah, that's better. Okay. One more thing. One more thing. Here, I think if I, here you can see all the things, and if I switch to building B and go back to building A, these things are still there. So maybe we should turn them off. So to do that, how do we handle it? Let me check my viewer phone. I just make it actor hidden. Okay, so that may be a bit inconvenient. So I'll do this. I'll change this reference type to PP building. Okay. Right. And this should still work. References are still there. Let me check quickly. Oh, we have an error. Okay, for each loop. Instead of this, I'll wait. A bookmark? No. TP building. Storage. Set hidden in game false. Okay. Alright. This is working as is. Let me check back. I need to set them again. Okay. Now let's see. It's all working as before. Okay. So when we focus on the building, this, and also I will have another custom event to collapse panel or just close panel, same as before. Building info, close panel. We have already implemented the event, so I can just call it here. Close. No, this is in the type of actor. Okay, and this is disable. For each this and close panel. Okay, let's try now. Open this, go to building B. Okay, building A. Yeah, the detail panels are gone. So B again. Okay, that's better, but I got an error. Today's building info. Access none, try to read property building. That maybe initially before this is before this is created. So I just had a validated get. Okay, that should take care of it. Okay, cool. So yeah, I don't think I have time for outlines today, so maybe let's address that in another episode. And yeah, I'm gonna stop this episode right here. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in another episode. Goodbye.